Hello, my lovelies. Today we're going to be doing a spread about manifesting money. It's a timeless financial insight spread, and yeah, let's get to picking a pile. Use your intuition to look at these piles and be guided to which one you should be looking at. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. But if you need some more help to decide, we have some crystals. Buy-backs crystals. So let's grab 3. Very nice. Okay, for pile 1, we have this very beautiful stone. It's a midnight blue impression jasper. Let's see if we can get that closer. Midnight blue impression jasper. For pile 2, we have a clear quartz. And for pile 3, we have a lava stone. I don't know if you can see, yeah, there you can see all the little pockets in there for gases, I guess, when it was being formed. It's not smooth. It's very pretty though. So, if this is how you want to pick your piles, you can go now to the reading if you don't like to have your zodiacs. Some people like that, and I'm going to be doing that now. So we'll give these a little stirry, and I'll pick 4. So we have Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Pisces. Pile number 2, we have Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Aquarius. And I was this many days old when I found out that the lines start from the bottom. I've been doing them like this. Thanks, Aquarius. And for the last 4, we have Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, and Cancer. So if you've picked your pile using your sun, moon, or rising, or a combination of, you can go now to pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. See you there. Welcome to your reading pile 1. You picked this pile with this lovely peacock on the 9 of Cups, that over here. You might have picked it with the midnight blue impression jasper, which goes well with a peacock, I think. You may or may not have picked it with your zodiac, and it's fine if you didn't. Well, some people did. It doesn't mean it's not your reading if you didn't pick it that way. That's just how some people pick their piles. If you picked this, your intuition told you that this is the pile to pick, so no worries. So let's get started. And here's the deck we're going to be using, the Guardian of the Night Tarot. We'll give it a little shuffle. And now we're going to be doing a 5-card spread about manifesting money, and we're looking for timeless financial insight. Something that will tell us about what you need to know to manifest money into your life. Great. I'm going to shuffle pretty good. 1 extra shuffle. So we're going to be looking for 5 cards. Cards, please. 2, 3. Let's keep going. Any more? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 1 more. And there it is. Perfect. So let's take a look at these cards. We have the Magician. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the King of Wands. We have Judgment reversed. And we have the 5 of Swords. Very nice. So now, let's do a few of the tea leaf fortune cards. Am I going to shuffle these? Let's see if they're going to play with me nice today. They are wonderful. 1 more little boink, 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 boink. All right, let's do a nice little, see if anything's sticking out for me. We're going to grab 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, you don't want to come? 5, and there we go. There we go. And you just have to come. All right. That's our cards. We're also going to do an angel number. So let's see if we can get an angel number. Pile number 1. Yes, you. Okay. So as we go along, we're going to use this deck to clarify. All right. So let's just look at what we have here. We have not unsuccessful plans. We have butterfly, a change for the better. We have something important, such as a new job or a raise. We have bowl, plenty of material things. We're going to look at career. We have 2 months here. We have January and February. That's cool. Let's start looking at our cards. Okay, so pile 1, we're going to start with the first card. And the first card is your current financial situation. And you got the Magician. So it says that you need to use your resources to their fullest. It's asking you to take control of the situation. So you're going to have to make some changes, make decisions that will open doors. So it's a wonderful card to say you have what it takes. You just need to put some effort into making sure that the decisions you are making are going in the right direction, and you need to take control of your path. You have the resources, and by looking at it, it looks like it's a skill resource. You're very skilled at something, and you need to make sure that you are using everything at your fingertips to get to where you want to go. So we're going to move on to the money blockages, and we have the 6 of Cups. So what that's telling me is that you're not taking responsibility. You need to have a balance between work and play. So if you look at the 2 elephants, they're playing. And I guess if you have the choice, you would rather play than work on going towards this financial dream that you have. And you're going to have to realize that it's not all play. You do have to work at this. Money's just not going to come through the door because you're there. You have to make sure that money sees your door, knocks really hard, and comes in and says, okay, I'm here. Show me what you got, because I've got something for you and it's really big and beautiful. But you're not getting that door knock if you're playing. You're not even going to hear it. You need to have a balance. I'm not saying work all the time, work yourself to death. I am saying know that there is going to be effort needed. Make sure you relax and you play and you do your things, but make sure there is a time for that. It's not all the time. So that's a really great card to visualize where you need to find balance. And the balance is with work and play. Card number 3 is how to attract money. The King of Wands. Wow. Now there's a power card. Look at that lion. There's the King of the Wands right there. So what the King of Wands is telling me is that you have to call upon your creativity. You have to channel your entrepreneurial skills. So this is kind of telling me on your road to where you're going is that you have skills. You have a talent for something. And you really need to be showcasing that. You need to be putting yourself out there to say, hey, look what I can do. I am good at this. You need to take those extra steps to show it off. Because again, there's that door. And if you're not opening that door and saying, look what I can do, look what I have to show you, look what I have to offer. If you're not doing that, nobody's knocking, no one's looking. You have to showcase that. You do have the talent. You do have a skill that is worth money. Financially, it's going to be a real Kickstarter for you. It's really going to get you going to get to where you are financially stable plus. You yourself. And this looks back at the Magician again, where it's saying you have something to offer and you need to be using your resources, which is your skills at something. You need to be using these resources to their fullest. You have something beautiful to offer. Please put down the comments what pile 1, what you have to offer. I'd be excited to know where you're going with this journey. All right, so we're going to go on to 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is how to attract abundance. And you got Judgment upside down, which is great. So this is where the hard work's going to be coming in because you have to accept yourself fully. You're probably going to have to do some healing. You're going to have to get over past mistakes. This is a time for transformation. This is going to put you on the right road for all of this. Right here, you're going to have to do some self-work. You're going to have to realize maybe how you grew up is kind of stopping you. Maybe the beliefs that you learned from your parents is a roadblock for you. Maybe you learned something in your early career that stopped you from putting your work out there for everyone to see. Maybe there's something else that you need to go to a professional and talk it out and get over whatever is blocking you. Because what is waiting for you is this whole mindset, this whole change. It's going to be a light bulb moment when you get the help or you find what is blocking you from getting the outcome that you want. Maybe, say you're doing crafts or you're doing something with your hands and somebody said something to you, oh, that's really nice, but you can never make a career at it. And that stuck with you. So you did your regular job and you're just plugging along, but this is always here. And what I'm saying is, get past what everyone else thinks. You have the talent to be the king in your genre, in your area of expertise. You can be the king. Look at that crown. You just have to get past what limiting beliefs were told to you, were expressed to you. Somebody said something and you took it to heart. You need to get over that. It's limiting you. It's stopping you. However you felt judged. And you might not even know it's in there. Like it could be so far deep, so far back, and you internalized it. And it's kind of put you on this road and you don't even know where it came from. But you need to dig it up. You need to dig it up. You need to find, why do I believe that? That is no longer serving me. Maybe it served me then. It's no longer serving me now. I want to manifest the money and the life that I've dreamed of. I want it all. So you need to find out what that limiting belief is. And the abundance will come to you. You have the skills. Maybe you'll write a book. Maybe you're fantastic at editing. Maybe there's some skill that you are just so good at. Also look at what you play at. Because sometimes if you don't know what your skill is, find out what you do in your spare time that you find fun. That might give you a clue. Hey, I'm really good at this. I prefer to do this. It's no longer work. It's play. I really enjoy it. I could make money from that. That might be a clue too. It might not. You might just be playing all day and but say you're a carver and that's what you do in your off time. But maybe that off time should be your full time. And then it's not going to feel like a job. We could be going down that road. But you need to find out what your skill is. You need to find out what your resources are and bring them to their fullest. So let's look at the last card, your manifesting outcome, 5 of Swords. So what this is saying is your manifesting outcome is not going to be an easy road. You are going to have to work at it. So this also goes back to the 6 of Cups, where it's just so much play. You are going to have to work at this. It's worth it. You're going to get there. But you really need to follow your intuition. You really need to find your inner peace because it's not an easy road. You have work to do. And with that work, it's going to hone your skills. You're going to be a force in your industry. You're going to be a name in your industry. But there's going to be work. It's not fall in your lap, lottery stuff. This is work. But you're going to be king. You're going to be at the top. When you get through what you need to get through, you work hard at putting yourself out there, at refining your skills, marketing yourself. When you've done that work, you will get that abundance. That money will be flowing in. So let's look at some more cards. Actually, what I want to do is I want to use these little cards, and I want to know if we can get some idea maybe where. Hi, are you hiding out there? Put you right in there. Okay, I'll do a little shuffle because she got me flabbergasted here. That was terrible. And it's okay. We're going to find out if maybe we can give you a little clue in what area might just bring you the most potential. All right. Wow. Wow. You are creative. Look what you got. You got the King of Wands again, and you got the Queen of Wands. Wow. Wow. So you are so creative. Oh my gosh. How are you not using these skills? You have the King of Wands. Now, they're showing in this deck, out of hand, they show hands. This one is a singer. So, they're putting themselves right out there in front of the crowd. Maybe this is something you need to be doing. You need to be getting in front of people. You need to be showcasing your skills right in front of them. Bring yourself right out there. Don't be that in the hills cottage industry. Be whatever your skill is, it needs to be in front of people. People need to see it. And the Queen of Wands is right there too. This is going to be something you're going to be doing day and night. You're going to just love it. You're going to be like having the in front of people, but you're also going to be having this home time where you're still going to be doing these wonderful creative skill things. This might also work into the Six of Cups, where sometimes when you find that thing that fills you with such joy that you're going to be doing it day and night. You're going to be doing it in your off time, in your on time. You're going to be doing so much of it that it just becomes a part of you. Oh my gosh, fantastic. I hope you figure out what this wonderful skill is that you have that is going to just manifest that money for you. So let's look at these little tea leaf fortune cards. So it says not unsuccessful plans. So I am thinking with this that possibly this goes along with judgment. Maybe you tried this before and it was unsuccessful. And it was probably unsuccessful because this card says there is some deep work to do. This card said there's some deep beliefs to work through. So maybe you have tried this before and it was not successful. And that is now limiting you from trying it again. And what you need to know is those plans are not going to work. You need new plans. You need a new mindset. And you need to work really hard at it. And it's going to be worth it. So don't let your past failures be your limiting belief. You know more now. Your skills are bigger now. This should not be your limiting belief anymore. And then we go to the butterfly. A change for the better, and I do believe that's what's going on here. You're going to see that what you need to do is to put yourself out there. Big time. You're so creative. We have bag, something important, such as a new job or a raise. Well, your skills may bring that in for you. Maybe when your employer, if you don't want to go the entrepreneurial route, which is what this is saying. It's saying entrepreneurial right there. Boom, boom, boom. But maybe you don't want to. And, nobody's going to force you. So maybe where you're working, they need to see these skills that you have. And even if you don't go the entrepreneurial way, maybe bringing these talents to your workplace is going to give you that job raise, right? Maybe your employer didn't know you were so good at public speaking. Maybe they didn't know you were so good at making whatever, proofreading. I don't know what you do, but it might be something that could actually translate into the job you have. And maybe you need to be showcasing those skills to your boss. Or maybe you find a new job that you can use these skills in and get that pay raise. You have that. That's amazing. Bowl, plenty of material things. Well, that's what we're manifesting here, isn't it? We're manifesting that money to buy the things that we truly want, Oh, fantastic. And then, well, career, that's kind of where your money manifestation is going to be coming from. It's going to be coming from your career, what you do, what you're so good at. We have January and February. So maybe you've already started this journey and you needed a little tweaking to know that, hey, don't let past mistakes or failures stop you from what you want. Work on yourself, work hard at what you want to do, and you will get there. So maybe January, February, you started January and February. Maybe this will happen for you after you've worked through this in next January or February. It's coming along. It's a very good outlook. So we're looking at one more thing. One more thing we're going to do, pile one. So we're going to look at your angel numbers, and it's 4444. Blessings in disguise. Wow. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things will fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. That summed it up, didn't it? So know that you're on the right path. Maybe 444 is showing up for you. You'll start, once you think about it, you'll start seeing it. And know that that is saying you are on the right path. Maybe this is seeming really hard right now, but you're on the right path. So look for 4444. It's reassuring to know that this is where you should be. And pile one, so glad you were here. This was a very good reading. I enjoyed it. And thank you, and I'll see you again in another reading. Hi, Pile 2. Thank you for being here. If you picked it using this card, beautiful card, or you might have picked it using this clear quartz, or you might have picked it using your zodiac sign. If you did, I'm going to put them over here for the people who did not pick that way. If you did not pick that way, know that this can still be your pile. It's just that was another way that people picked the pile. So we're going to start out pulling 5 cards. This is the Enchanted Forhaxa deck, and we're going to be picking 5 cards to answer the question, how to manifest money. We'll do these 3 times. Stay with me. And we want 5 cards. Let's just throw them around here. Oh, we have 3. We only need 2 more. There's 1. You're trying to come out 2. All right, 5 cards. We're also going to be using this deck, out of hand cards. So we'll put that right there. So in the first position, we have the Ace of Water. We have Queen of Air. We have 10 of Air. We have the 10 of Earth. Don't need to do that. And we have the Tower. Beautiful. So, let us begin. Let's start with the first one. The first one is your current financial situation. And you have a loving energy. You like helping people. What's happening is financially, it's leaving you in a mess. Whether there's people who know that they can always borrow from you, or you yourself maybe just like, oh, it's only money, and it's leaving you kind of like emotionally upset. And maybe you like, this is your therapy, you like to go out and buy things, but it's not going to give you what you need, which is a stability. You might even be feeling a little used by people. What they see is this loving, giving person, but underneath the surface, you might be staying up at night worrying about, oh my gosh, I just gave away that money, and how am I going to pay for my car loan? That's out in left field. That might not be how it is, but you are worrying about money. You are generous about money. You kind of have the attitude it's only money, but it's a hard way to go when everybody just thinks that, oh, they can just take from you. So what's happening is your money blockages, Queen of Swords, Queen of Air, you need to address your money situation. And it's a messy, uncomfortable situation. I mean, this is easy over here when you want to just float. You just want to go through. It's like, oh, I'm not going to worry. But the worries are there. You see the water is rising, right? The water is coming up. You know it's coming up. And you don't want to drown in debt. So you need to bring in the Queen of Swords, because your blockages are that you are not seeing that when this behavior continues, you're going to drown. You're going to be way over your head. You need to have that hard conversation with yourself, maybe with the people who are willingly spending your money. You need to have that uncomfortable, messy conversation. You need to get control of what is going out and make sure there's more coming in. Maybe you call back some of the debt that maybe people owe you. Maybe not, but you need to get control. You need to see that this is not a healthy way to financially go through life, even though you are just a loving, caring person here. You need to put your foot down and make it a heavy foot. You need to take care of yourself. I mean, you are the queen bee, but you need to take care of yourself. And the queen bee, she's the one that takes care of the hive too, right? So maybe you've got more than just yourself to be responsible for. If that's what's going to push you into taking that hard stance of, I need to control the finances around here to make sure kids or the dependents or the elderly parents, make sure that we have enough and more than enough. We want more than enough. We want to feel safe and secure financially where we are now. So that's blocking you, that you haven't put down that heavy foot and said, okay, I have to stop this. Whatever this is, the water's rising. You need to put that heavy foot down. So that's blocking you. If you're not willing to do that, this will continue, and you don't want that. So now we want to know, how can we attract money? And again, we have the 10 of air, which is the 10 of swords. So how you attract it is by taking control of your life. This sitting on the sidelines and considering yourself maybe a victim of circumstances is not going to cut it anymore, because this is the poor me attitude that says, well, you know, life is just hard. Life is what you make it. You do not have to be the victim. You are allowing circumstances to put you in the victim feeling, but you do not have to be there. So to attract money, you have to examine how you got here. How did you let life bowl you over? How did you kind of give up and just say, oh, it happened to me. Oh, poor me. I've got the worst luck. Oh, how did you get this victim mentality? I'm sure something terrible did happen. Maybe you lost, a car, or you lost a job. You lost something. And that became your story. What you need to do to attract money in is to not be the victim. Because money doesn't hang around victims. Victim mentality. Money doesn't live there. Money lives where you are grateful for everything you have. You've learned the lessons for everything that happened, and you move on, and you work hard, and you are not a victim. Money comes in where there's gratitude. Money comes in where there's hard work and a positive attitude, right? You're kind of like, maybe everybody sees you as this sunny person, and maybe that allows them to kind of like take advantage of you because you don't ever get upset in front of them. At night you do, alone you do, in the bathroom you do. So you've got this victim mindset, and you need to rise above it. Does that take therapy? Maybe. Does that take a whole process of going in and really examining what got you there and what needs to change? You will be better off on that journey. You will attract the abundance you are looking for. As long as you're not the poor me, I'm the victim, this happened to me, years and years and years later, you have to process that. You have to get over that. And I don't mean get over it by forgetting it. I mean, take what happened to you, see it as a lesson, as something happened, that something happened to you. Have it as a story, but don't live there. Don't keep going back there. Close that door. That happened. Maybe it was tragic, but you don't live there anymore, right? If you want more from your life, you have to move on from this. So that is going to be how you're going to attract money. A total different mindset from where you are now. So how do you attract abundance? We have the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of Pentacles, which is money. So how do you attract this abundance? You have to go, and now you have to start working with a solid foundation. Invest in yourself. Learn how to invest money. Think about your future, and that's going to be a good thing. Don't just, walk around and life happens to me and, there's no real future planning in that. You're the queen bee here. You need to be planning for the whole hive. So getting financial advice is really going to help you. Maybe you're in debt, like it looks like you are over here. So let's go with that. Maybe you're in debt. So maybe getting control of your finances, meaning pay off that debt. Interest is the worst thing when you're in debt. So maybe make a financial plan that is going to get you out of debt, that is going to give you money for yourself, not your debtors. Maybe not letting your money go to people who just want it, who just ask for it. Learn to say no. You have responsibilities to your tribe, to your people, to your family. You have responsibility to not leave them in debt. You can financially get out. You're such a good soul. You can get out. You can do this. If you need to go and find out how to get out of debt or how to say no to people who just have their hand out, do it. Find the people who are going to help you. You have dreams and you want to get there. You want to become this investing guru, that money is making money. Someone else isn't making money off of you. You are now making the money. You are learning what to do with the finances you have. This is going to be how you are going to attract that abundance because you are going to be in control of your finances. It's not going to be leaking out like a drippy faucet. This Ace of Water, it's not a drippy faucet. You're going to be in control of it. You're going to be that queen bee. It says, I have control of everything coming in here, and it's going to be only for the good. I'm not a victim of everything that's happening in this world. I am taking control. Here you are. The outcome of this is the Tower. And the Tower signifies that something has to give. So the outcome is you either start working towards your financial freedom or something's going to give because this is not sustainable. Change is coming and it's going to be swift and it's going to be here before you know it. And unless you are in control, unless you are making plans, unless you are giving up these poor me, I'm a victim mentality, unless you do that, this Tower is coming and it's going to change everything. Now you can have it change everything for the better, or you can have everything change for the worse. And this right here is just going to bring you down, 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 because it's going to feel like, where did that come from? I didn't see it coming, but really you did. Really, you know that this isn't sustainable. You know that. You know that debt is not sustainable. You know that giving money willy-nilly to people merely because they ask for it is not sustainable. You know this. You know that there has to be a change, and it's coming. It's coming. So the manifest outcome is the Tower. It's going to be a change. And what you need to do is make sure that change is in the positive. Once you put your mind to it, I think that when this change comes, it's going to be big. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to say, I never knew it could be this good. You are really going to enjoy this financial bliss that you will eventually get, but a change is coming. So prepare for it. Go find those people that are going to help you. Now, I realize I didn't do my tea leaf cards yet, but we're going to go here. And we're going to just clarify a few things, give you a little more information, maybe on what's coming or what you need to do, where this money possibly could be another avenue for you to make money, to save money. Let's take a look. Maybe one more. We got one more or just one? One. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. I want one more. I know I just put it away, but you're going to give me one more, aren't you? There you go. Well, you gave me two. Well, I guess I'm going to have to take those. So, no, he gave me three. Fool, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords. Wow, let's take a look at these. So if we look at all the cards we have here, it might give us a clue of some of the things that are happening and some of the things that need to happen. So we have the Four Cups. So maybe we have a bit of a spending problem. Maybe that is one way that you do your therapy, is it's shopping therapy. And that definitely needs to stop. That is not going to be helping you in your future. That might be one of those things that you're going to have a conversation with yourself, is I'm not going to feed that rush of buying something. That might be a problem where your money is going. Also, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So one thing you need to know about the Wheel of Fortune, and that kind of speaks to the Ten of Air, the Ten of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune is a wheel of luck, basically. And so sometimes you're at the top and everything's going fantastic, and sometimes you're at the bottom and everything's going to crap. And so obviously at some point in your life, it all went to crap. But what has happened is that even though the wheel is constantly turning, you feel like you are stuck at the bottom. Everything goes to crap. It's always going to go to crap. This happened to me, and it's never going to get better. And that's not true. The Wheel of Fortune is always turning. You're never always at the bottom. Those at the bottom, the wheel turns right back to the top. And when you're at the top, the wheel will turn back to the bottom. This is just the cycle. This is the wheel. So this mentality that everything is just wrong, everything's not going my way, I have the worst luck. Oh, I hate that. It's not true. Everyone has luck. It's good and it's bad. So keep your eye out for the things that are good luck. And the more you see, the more you'll have. You have to look for it. Because if I'm always looking for something bad to happen, boy, I'm going to find it. So if you start looking for the good, you're going to see more good and more good and more good. Because that's how your brain works. Whatever you focus on is what you get. So focus on seeing the good luck. We have the Five of Swords. So this might be something too that has made you feel like the victim here is something happened and it kind of left you feeling like you were cheated out of something. There's deception in the Five of Swords. It sounds like you were the victim of this. But again, that's when you were at the bottom of the wheel. You've probably been up at the top of the wheel, not even seen it. So you need to see that. Don't see this all the time. See this. The opportunities are there. And this is where the Fool comes in. The Fool says, get out there. Get out of this mindset of mentality. Get out of this wallowing. Now, you might not be showing it, but inside it's there. Get out. Get out and find the people that are going to put you on the path that makes you see luck everywhere. Opportunities everywhere. They're there. Opportunities are everywhere. You need to train your brain to see them. Because right now, all you're seeing is the doom and gloom and the poor me. See the opportunities. Go get them. Go get them. Because change is coming. And you want it for the best. So you need to change. So let's do the thing I forgot to do, which is these little ditties. We're going to put these up here so we have a little room. Now, I have not learned how to shuffle these yet. Because I have not. I will eventually, or not. What I should do is not do this on camera. Okay, so we're going to do the awkward. And we're going to grab some. I'm going to grab you, 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 and I see you. All right. All right. I got you. Oh, no. Here we go. This is... Oh, stop. Stop fighting me. You were so good before. Let's do the awkward pickup. All right. All right. So let's take a look what these little cards have to say as I made such a mess of everything. We have old man, feelings or relationship with an older man. So that can be many things. The older man could be the one that's giving you bad advice about money, or the older man could be giving you the good advice and you need to seek him out. So that could be one or two things. What else have we got? We got purse. Pay attention to your finances. Right there. Here we are. This is what you need to do. We already know that. Good to see it twice. Muddled, unclear thinking. So that's also where I think how to attract money is that you're unsure because you're stuck in this cycle. We have career. I pick this almost every time. Maybe the older man, their career is financial planning and you need to seek him out. So let's give a date. We have November and December. So you've already started this path, or maybe this tower moment is coming and you've kind of seen hints of it last year, or this year, November, December is when you're going to grab hold of all of this. You're going to grab hold of your finances. You're going to cut down on your personal spending. You're going to get those people who have their hand out. You're going to say enough of that. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. We're going to stop this mentality of the victim. You're going to see that everyone has the ups and downs of the Wheel of Fortune, and do not stay and camp at the bottom of the wheel. Let that wheel turn, come right back up to the top, and you're going to have that success that you want. Make those financial plans, get yourself out of debt, and get out there and find the help you need. Don't go to your next door neighbor and say, how do I do this? No, find the person whose career it is, whose job it is to help people just like you. Get that expert advice because change is coming. And you want to be prepared and you want to be at the top of the Wheel of Fortune when that comes. And I do see this happening for you. I think there's going to be a light bulb moment sometime coming soon and you're going to go, I know what I need to do. I can get myself out of this. I can find the people to help me to do this. You've got a very good future. Thank you, Pile 2. This has been really eye-opening. I enjoyed it very much. And I hope to see you again in another reading. Thank you. Hi, Pile 3. Thank you for being here. So you picked this card. And you may have picked it for the card. You may have picked it for the lava rock. It's cool. And you may have picked it for the zodiac signs. If these are not your signs, that's okay. You can still pick this pile. This is just one way that somebody likes to pick piles. And it doesn't necessarily mean that's how you have to do it. So we are going to pick 5 cards. And these 5 cards are going to help us find out how you can manifest money. Bring those resources right into your life. We'll just do a little, how am I doing this? I'll do it again. All right. So we're looking for 5 cards for this reading. Pile 3. You give us 5 cards. That would be great. So it looks like we're picking 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great, so let's take a look at these 5 cards. We have the 9 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands. I love to see aces in here. This is great. So let's do, also with this reading, we're going to be doing some tea leaf fortune cards, which I have not learned to shuffle without just throwing them everywhere and picking them up. Playing a 140 pickup card. It's not a fun game by yourself. All right, there we go. What is standing out for me? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And okay, yes. And now the awkward put away row. There we go. We're also going to be using the out of hand deck to clarify anything that's coming up. Here we are. We're going to start out with your current financial situation, which is the Nine of Wands. And a Nine of Wands encompasses worry. It encompasses working really hard, like a really hard worker. But it's kind of like just a hard worker. You're pushing forward without a real plan. What is that? When you're a hammer, everything looks like nails. It's kind of what's happening here is like you're out working hard, you're solving problems, and then you're seeing more problems, and you're working harder and harder and harder. And it doesn't seem like you're getting ahead because all your time is focused here at the hard working part. Got to keep working. And you're losing sleep. You're having a hard time coming down and relaxing. You feel less than confident that if I take time for myself to relax, that I'm going to miss something. I'm going to miss out on something. So you're just always ready, and that's a lot of energy and it's very draining. So right now you're just a hard worker. There's no balance with that. If that's all you're doing, there's no balance in that. And it's not sustainable. You're going to wear yourself out. So your money blockages is the King of Swords. Because you're working so hard, you might be moody and arrogant. Makes it hard to work with you. But you feel that you're doing the good fight. What you're doing, you feel, is necessary. This is what you have to do. Whether this is something that your parent told you that nothing is gained unless you work hard and then you work hard again and you work hard again. Never take a rest because you're going to miss out on something. You learned that somewhere. And the King of Swords is like, you are really good at that, but it's really hard. And everything doesn't have to be hard. So that's a blockage for you. You don't see any way around it. Money is hard to come by and you got to work hard for it. Somebody taught you that and you're really good at it. But it's going to catch up with you. So let's look at the next one. So the third card is how to attract money. Ace of Pentacles. Well, there's money. Pentacles is a coin. So the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. How do you attract that? Well, the Ace says that there is a new path unfolding for you. You kind of see it. What you don't have right now is faith that maybe a new project that you want to start will work out for you. You don't have that faith that this is going to be something that is going to be easier and make more money. You need that faith. The reason I think you're having a hard time with this might be that you are not giving it the time this new venture requires. It needs time to grow. You need to be patient and realistic. It's not going to be overnight. Just because it's new, it's not something you've always done, doesn't mean it has to happen overnight or it's a failure. It's not going to work. That mentality, that King of Swords mentality, well, this is the way it is and there is no other way, that's not going to work here. This new venture that you're looking into, possibly an easier way to money, is not going to be an overnight thing, and you need faith that the time and energy that you put into this new venture is going to take time. Have the faith that it will work. That is a good way to attract money, is investing in something that will take time. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overwork it. You don't have to work on it 24 hours a day. There are things that you can do that will take time but will pay off in the end. So over here we're going to say, how do we attract abundance? Chariot. So with the Chariot, we got positive self-esteem. And it's also taking action without fear of failure. And that's that patience thing's coming in where it's not like I have to work it to death or it's going to fail. You have the confidence that what you're doing is going to work. One thing that you have to think about with the Chariot is anger getting in the way of you seeing opportunities, because it's not the way it's always been and always was. It's something new. And so you're finding that patience, you're getting angry because maybe you have a hard time with patience. And this is going to require some patience to get fully into the money-making machine that you think it might be, and it probably looks like it is. It's the Ace. So Is the anger about how long it's taking in the way? Do you feel like back here where you need to work for every dime and dollar that you get, you're angry that it's not happening as fast as you're working? So don't let anger get in the way. So to control the Chariot, you need decisive action without overreacting. If you overreact, you overcorrect, well, it's going to go whoop, 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 and see what I'm doing? I'm just messing everything up. Can't overreact. You can be in control by being decisive with your actions, which I mean, that King of Swords is going to help you with that. But you need a different way of thinking. You need to be decisive, but don't overreact. Let this grow. Let this financial opportunity grow, whatever it is. You can't control it and nitpick it to death. You want it to grow. You want it to have a life of its own, and it's going to abundantly give to you. But don't over-control it. That's not what this is. So let's look at the outcome. It's another ace. How fantastic. It's the Ace of Wands. So what's going to happen is when this starts to grow, you're going to realize, hey, I can do this. I can do this. I can take on challenges without second-guessing myself. I don't have to work everything to death. You're going to learn that. You're going to learn that with this first project because there's going to be more projects. You're so creative. Look at this creative cat. Very creative. So what you're going to learn, the outcome of letting this grow and not over-controlling it to death, you're going to learn is like, you're so creative. You're going to learn that there's other projects that I can do, that I can invest in, or I can start other businesses. I can start. So what's going to happen with the Ace of Wands is that you're going to let your enthusiasm, not your die-hard control everything work ethic, you're going to let your enthusiasm lead you to new avenues of income. But you have to start somewhere, right here. You have to start somewhere. You're going to have to start by stopping this past behavior and this belief about money is hard come and hard earned and hard to come by and hard earned. It's not. You're going to learn that what you find a passion in, what you find your enthusiasm in, you're going to go, I am so smart. I am learning to let these opportunities grow for me. I don't have to nitpick it and be on top of it all the time. That it's going to take on a life of its own and it's going to be prosperous for me. I'm going to get so much abundance for this. And maybe you're going to balance out this worth ethic. Find out what you are enthusiastic about. So let's clarify some things. What's going on here? This might be a good way to get a little more insight on maybe what you're doing or what's coming in for you. That was pitiful. So let's see what other information we can get about this reading for you. Here we go. And maybe one or two more would be great. Great. We'll take those three. So we have the Hierophant. We have the Nine of Swords, which, there we are again. You're really worrying about stuff. And we have the Tower. Let's put it like this. So here we are worrying. You're still worrying. You're still trying to control. You're still trying to get everything cohesive the way you want it. So it looks like at some point, right about here, there's going to be a Tower moment. And a Tower moment is a swift change. Something happens. Boom. Everything has to change. It does look like your energy changes right here, where you're not going to be able to be so concentrated on control. Something will happen, and it will be for the good, because look at these beautiful things afterward. And so the Hierophant basically means that you're going to have faith that when this Tower moment comes, when this change comes, that you are going to rise above and you're going to figure out that what you are passionate about, these new opportunities are going to be financially easier. They're going to be financially more abundant for you. You need that faith that the new way of doing things is going to be the better way for you to do things. That's fantastic. I mean, towers can be scary because no one likes change, but you need it. Like, you look like a drowned rat here, a drowned cat. You need that change. You're working so hard. You need something to come along, give you a little boot and say, here's an opportunity, take it. And have faith that that opportunity is going to lead you to abundance. So let's see these wonderful little cards. We have the Wall, misunderstanding. Well, yeah, right before that tower comes, I bet you there is going to be a misunderstanding. Something is going to push you off that wall of this is my way or the highway. Something's going to come along, push you off that wall. It's going to change everything, and this opportunity is coming. It's going to be there. Bell, announcement. I think it's more like bell, you're going to see this opportunity. It's going to announce itself that you're going to recognize it. Bells are going to go off when this happens and this opportunity comes along. It's going to be like ding, ding, ding. I remember I heard this somewhere. This is what I've been wanting and looking for. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Well, I'm guessing that if you are a workaholic like this little kitty, if you are working yourself and trying to control everything, there is no balance. So what this is saying, possibly that it is the family that is suffering. You are not balancing home life with work life. It's the family that is going to also benefit from you finding this new opportunity. Let's just move these down. They're all crowded. So realize it's family needs you to change also in this opportunity. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Well, I'm guessing that that might be here. That when this opportunity comes, it's going to be really hard to change habits. And you are going to get some advice on how to properly grow this opportunity. And then we have career, which shows up every time. And then we have February. So maybe this beautiful opportunity is already made itself available in February, or this is all going to come around in February. This opportunity is going to come in. You're going to recognize it. You're going to hear bells. It's like, this is what I've been waiting for. You're probably going to get some good advice to go this way and to let it grow and back off trying to micromanage everything. This is going to be a fantastic way for you to grow money and enjoy it with your family, because right now it's just all about the grind, and you don't need to do that. You do need to make those memories with your family. That's what life's about. This is just going to make it so much better and so much easier. So pile 3, I thank you for being here. This is a great reading. I hope to see you in another one. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Bye.